Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we are back with Fly High Friday. Join us live coming in today. This is, hey man, I'm so excited about today. It is Fly High Friday. That means that today you get the opportunity to come up and share or disagree with what was talked about this week. So today I'm so excited about today. Had a good conversation last night with one of my mentors. We talking about let's get it in, professional, get everything together. I know I'm talking fast, but I want you to really get this. But today I'm so excited. Shout out to Rain and Womb. Shout out to Unique. Shout out to True Savage. Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Let's get it. This is your opportunity to ask questions on the topic. Or if you don't have any questions, to share your thoughts on what we talked about this week about maintaining what? A healthy relationship in the game. And you know, when we define game over here, we define game as what? Strategies. Not no slick moves or whatever. What's going on, Sharice? We define, thank you, True Savage. We define game as what? Strategies. Nothing else, no trickery, no manipulation, straight strategy. So I'm excited today with what the thinking class has gone in just 1 year. We have transformed the whole production, the quality of the content. It has gone to the next level. We have a Women's Wednesday. We have an open mic Friday, Fly High Friday, where you can come up and share on the topic. Man, I'm excited about what we're doing here. Shout out to everyone. This is such a beautiful, safe, and sometimes controversial place to be at with the thinking class. And let me say the catchphrase. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You got the thinking class. And if you don't get it, it is your own as fault. So I'm so excited today as we share today on maintaining. We're coming to the conclusion of this awesome topic on maintaining a healthy relationship in the game. And I think this is so good. Man, this been good. Sometimes I go back and look at it. I'm like, wow, we really shared this. I'm only intending for a few. Got to get back to work. Yeah, get that money, man. I appreciate it. Get that money. I'm glad you in the clouds. You in the clouds today. Okay. What's going on, Tarek? Shout out everybody in the clouds. I appreciate that. In the clouds today. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see everyone. Get that money. Get that money. You got a opportunity for good. Get that money. You know, I know what you're doing there. All right. Shout out to everyone. This is Fly High Friday. This is this is an exciting time because you get to come up here and you get to share, you get to share what you think, what you got, what you comprehended. Now, if you want to come through, I'm going to put the link in the chat room, but I'm going to tell you, you come up here, you better have something to say on the topic, within the context of the topic. Let me emphasize that. Within the context of the topic, you can come share, maintaining a healthy relationship in the game. Second of all, you call in through Facebook or Instagram, or you have the personal, you call in and you will get through and I will bring you in. So it'll be excited to hear from some other people today, and definitely share. So I'm so happy about the thinking class. It has definitely grown. It's reaching more people than you think. I'm excited about it. And today we're talking about maintaining a healthy relationship in the game, or the conclusion of the matter. Yesterday, we talked about the S word, and it wasn't sex, even though sex is important in maintaining a healthy relationship. Let me emphasize that. Sex, let me say not just sex, but healthy, enjoyable, pleasurable sex is important in maintaining a healthy relationship. Let me emphasize that. You need that intimacy, that touch, to maintain a healthy relationship. But we talked about the other S word was sacrifice. In order for you to really maintain a healthy relationship, there's going to have to be some sacrifice on your end. And your goal is not to change the other individual, but to what? Bring out the best in that person. If you dated someone, or you dealt with somebody, or they dealt with you, and it didn't work out, you went your separate ways, they should have on the record Because I dealt with this particular person, my life is better because of you. Let me say that again. They should have said, you know what bro said. What they should have the conclusion of the matter said, because I dealt with you, I am a what? A better person. I mean, I'm sorry it didn't work out. I know we could have did better, but because I'm with you, because of that time we together, I became a better individual. I seen things from another perspective. I thank you. That should be the record. They should not be thinking, I don't want to ever see your again. Let me say that again. All right. I'm tapping out now. Everybody enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna sneak another show in today around 5 or 6 o'clock today. I'm sneaking in another show. So I'm gonna sneak another show in today. Just a little thing. But shout out to you, True Cybers. Get that money. But I'm here to tell you, man. I'm here to tell you. They should be saying, you know what? Because I was with you, I dealt with you, I am a better person. You know what? I hate that we didn't work out, but thank you for the time that we had to enjoy each other. But most of the time, when we break up with somebody or it doesn't go the same way or to go the right way, we're thinking about, I don't know what I was thinking. I must have been blind, dumb, and lost my mind that I dealt with this particular individual. But I'm here to tell you, in order to maintain a healthy relationship, you should be bringing out the best in someone. If you can't not leave with them better, or at least don't make them worse. Thank you so much. And many times, we be honest, sometimes we're leaving people. What's going on, Joe Blas? We're leaving people worse than what they were. But today I'm going to put the link in there. You have an opportunity to come up and share. Let me get the link right here, copy. And you get the opportunity to come up and actually share, paste, and share what you think. What you think about maintaining a healthy relationship? Let me say it another way. Have you been taught what was shared this week about maintaining a healthy relationship? Because you notice I did not use the word love. I purposely did not use the word love because everyone has their own definition of what love is. You make me feel so good and I love you. And okay, that doesn't maintain a healthy relationship. Because you're going to make a choice to love that person. But you notice I did not use the L word, which is love. I didn't use love. Purposely, I did not use the word love because we think that love is the only thing you need to maintain a healthy relationship. I just need to be loved. You may love somebody and can't stand them at the same time. You may love someone and at the same time, you cannot stand their guts. You love them because, oh, okay, they're here. But at the same time, you like, I cannot stand this person at all. So you got to think about that. Love is not just a determining factor. And it's a choice to love. That's the difference. It's the choice to love an individual. It's the choice, because sometimes you don't want to be loving. Sometimes you want to be crabby. Sometimes you want to be mean. It's a choice to love the other individual. But I'm here to tell you, love, don't let them people fool you. Sometimes in a relationship, maintaining a relationship, love is not even the answer. It's not even the clue. That's why I did not say love this week. I gave you other tools so that you can maintain a what? Healthy relationship. I gave a specific to the women. Why would I share to the women about their femininity? Because I understand the attack against women in general to get her out of your what? Femininity. Shout out to Bernie L. Good to see you in here. I understand the attack against women to get her out of femininity and to be masculine. So I had to send a knock. I had to send a Federal Express, UPS, Amazon package to the women and say, hey, don't forget, be feminine. Don't forget to be feminine. Don't forget to be feminine. Don't forget to be feminine. Your power is in your femininity and your mindset to be femininity and to be feminine. So I had to send a reminder to that. The other thing I want to make sure I emphasize is this. What was the first lesson was the power of just listening. Sometimes people People don't want your advice. They do not, in order to maintain a healthy relationship, they don't want your advice. They don't want your solution. They just want your ears. Let me say that again. They don't want your advice. They don't want your solution. Sometimes they just want your ears. They just want to hear what you have to. They just want you to hear them. Salute, Jonathan W. Good to see you in there. So I'm giving you opportunity. You can actually call in. Anybody seen Fierce Soul, please let me know. We make sure he's good, because I know he said he was going to start his own channel. So I want to make sure we're on the same page, make sure he's doing good. Any pointers that he needs. But there's the link. If you want to join in, come into the conversation. And some people listening from the cloud. I'm gonna shoot a show. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to try something at 5 o'clock. We'll see what happens. But so get the likes up. So definitely. So today you got an opportunity to come up. Hit the link. If you're on Facebook, I know I'm on Facebook. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, I'm on Facebook, you can definitely come in and talk. Let's have a conversation. What do you think about what we talked about today, this week in this series? That's the reason why I do the series, is so that we don't just take one day and download so much information that it becomes overloaded. Because I could have get all those 4 points in one day, but it wouldn't give justice. It wouldn't have been justice to everyone. So today, in the conclusion of the matter, I done gave you all of that. It's one more thing that you got to get to maintain a relationship. It's one more thing that you got to get to maintain a relationship. One more thing that you got to do to maintain a relationship. I'm telling you, this is the most. You thought everything else was. You thought love was it. You thought listening was it. You thought sacrifice was it. You thought the women being in their femininity and men being in their masculinity. No. There's one more thing. There's one more thing that you need to maintain a healthy relationship in the game. And most people and most PIs know this. They know this one thing. They know this one thing. To maintain a healthy relationship, you need this one thing. If you're ready for this one thing, let me know in the chat room. You just want to hear, let me get this one thing. I'm going to drop and get some water, but I'm going to walk and you can hear me. What is this one thing that you think that would help maintain a healthy relationship? It's one thing. It's so overlooked. And it's so overlooked. Peace. Tell it. It's one thing that give it somebody. I need some more people to want to know. What is this one thing that helps you maintain a healthy relationship? And most people overlook it, or most people forget about it, and it almost exit out of the relationship. Let me give us some. And sometimes you try to find it on a vacation. Sometimes you try to find it in the bedroom. Sometimes you try to find it by going to a restaurant or going to a movie. Sometimes you try to find this one thing when you are alone. But this is so important to maintain a healthy relationship. So you think if I go on vacation, this will bring it back in. You think if I just go to a restaurant and me and the individual, or if you're in the business thing, that it will help maintain a healthy relationship. Just this one little thing that we overlook that helps maintain a healthy relationship. And if you don't have it, it makes the relationship boring, sterile. It makes it bland. It makes it just going through the motions because you forgot about this one thing. You forgot that having this element to maintain a relationship is going to make it exciting. It's going to make it, you'll want to participate. You'll want to do whatever you can to actually, what's going on, Sigma? You'll say, why didn't I overlook this one thing? And then sometimes if you're not careful, problems will try to smother this particular thing. Sometimes issues and would try to smother this one thing. And sometimes even your past baggage or that person's baggage would try to cover up with this this thing is. And sometimes the baggage can be so heavy because they got baggage because they what happened to them in past relationship, or it could be because the issues that you have with each other. What happens is it causes what? The relationship to be unhealthy. But if you have this one little thing, this thing that you can put into the tape deck and it will make all the difference. See, sometimes we forget about this little thing that maintains a healthy relationship. And it's sort of had a couple words around it I'm going to use to describe it. But sometimes the baggage that you have, sometimes your preconceived ideas about them and a relationship can stifle this thing from happening in your relationship. Sometimes some of the YouTubians' philosophies and thoughts can hinder you from actually enjoying or even having this thing inside a relationship, because you're always thinking about what you need to say next. I need to wear this, or I need to do that. And you forget this one thing that actually maintains a healthy relationship. And sometimes you're working, you're listening, you're sacrificing. Your woman, she's in her femininity, man is in his masculinity, but you're forgetting this one thing that makes the relationship keeps on moving and makes it so that you want to be there. So it's not boring, that person is not just someone that you interact with. You forget this one thing. I've been guilty of it. Let me see what John the W. You forget about the passion, the connection due to the routine and rule books. Correct. That's part of it, right? You forget about the passion, the connection due to the routine of the rule books. You thinking about what you need to say next. You worried about this bill. You worried about that bill. One of the things I've learned to master is to learn how to master this one thing. And you don't hear many people talk about it because they're telling you how to run the game on someone else, or how to what you need to say, which is good. There's a place for that. So I'm not downing anybody who teaches that and talks about it, because it's needed. But one of the things that we forget to do and talk about is we forget how thank you. We forget to be in the moment, because we think about that's part of it too. Because when you do this, you're in the moment. And it's not the sex, because you need to be in the moment with the sex. Don't get me wrong. Yes, you need that. But we forget how to have fun. I know that sounds like, what? Fun? LDA, are you tripping? No, I'm not. We forget how to laugh, enjoy, how to have fun with the other individual and ourselves. We forget how to laugh. We forget how to laugh at ourselves and at the other individual. We forget how to have fun. Nothing causes our relationship to go sour or to go stale when it's completely boring and you can't and you don't want to be around them because you ain't having fun. Have you ever been to a party as a kid and everybody's like, happy birthday, and you're like, and you're not having fun? It's the same thing with maintaining a relationship or being in a relationship. If you're not having fun in a relationship and you're not enjoying it, like he said, or even the passion and the connection, after a while you're like, do you see that person text or call? You're like, okay, I don't want to do with that. That's funny because that's what I was thinking. You got to know how to have fun. No woman wants to be around a man who is stuck up, always. Yes, no, he's constantly on his logic, always thinking, it's this and that, you know, right? Or no man wants to be around a woman who's always complaining, who always saying this and saying that, and she doesn't know how to have fun. You're right, LD. Life becomes so serious, we forget how to have fun. You got to know how to have fun. You got to know how to laugh. Sometimes I would go to the mall and just have fun watching people interact and do what they need to do. What we do is we think if we go on vacation that we're going to have fun. We think if we jump in the bedroom and do our Pilates and do another move that we're going to have what? Fun. We forget how to have fun. Do you understand how important that is in maintaining a relationship? You got to know how to have fun. What's going on, Unique?
Hey, LJ, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Fantastic. How are you today?
I'm excellent, man. I am excellent.
Fantastic. I think your volume is a bit low. I'm not sure whether it's maybe from my end.
Should be able to hear me loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I had to come on and feedback on what you said about you know, women being stuck up, that kind of thing. I have a story to tell you. Last night, I had a woman call me, a young lady, and it was from the dating app Hinge.
I know
And
exactly.
basically, she phones me up, and the entitlement that she thought that she deserved to have was just incredible. Because I said to her, I was straightforward. I said, we had a little chit chat, but about a minute into the conversation, immediately I said, look, when are you free to meet up? And then she said to me, oh, it's amazing how you were direct after 1 minute and like 37 seconds, something
Mhm.
like that. So I said to her, I said, well, my intention is to, you know, meet up with you, like, for an evening drink, et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
And and then she started to go into, you know, paying her finances. Now, so I thought to myself, okay, you know what? Usually I would just cut a woman off, like if they said that to me. But I thought, let me just like hear what she has to say, maybe even learn something myself. So I said to myself, can you please elaborate on what you just said about covering your finances? And she said, "Oh, paying for my gas. I don't want to waste my time. Could come in to see you. If to waste my time. So obviously, I want to be covered because I've had bad experiences in the past with other guys. And so I said to her, I said, look, all due respect, what happened in the past is none of my business because
Mhm.
I wasn't there. What
Mhm.
I care about is what happens between you and me.
I love
That's
it.
what I said to her. And then she started asking me like, what are my intentions, etc., etc. I said, look, my intentions, like I said, is to bring out for an evening drink because I find you attractive
Mhm.
and I want to get to know you in an intimate way because I want to see, if your character and personality matches your looks. That's what I said to her.
Correct.
And again, she was going like trying to go around in circles with me, and she got, I think she got a bit frustrated because I wouldn't budge, and then she ended up hanging up on me. So, so in regards to health of relationships, you have to be healthy with yourself first before you get into a relationship. Mentally healthy, physically healthy, emotionally healthy, sexually healthy, and you have to be disciplined in all areas of your life. You have to be responsible. And unfortunately, that young lady last night,
Mhm.
she she felt that she had such an entitlement. It was just beyond belief. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, that's people nowadays. But also, no, with guys as well, they believe they are entitled to have a beautiful woman, etc., etc. But is your life in order? Are you responsible yourself? You know, are you actually mentally stable yourself? Are you disciplined yourself? So basically, before you get into a healthy relationship, you have to be healthy with yourself first in all areas of your life before you take that big step. Because a relationship, like I always said, LDA,
Mhm.
short-term game is easy.
Oh.
We discussed this some time ago when Jonah was on the panel.
Mhm.
Short-term game is easy. Anyone could just meet someone. If you have a mouthpiece and game that is, you can meet anyone and do whatever. But a healthy relationship is where the real game comes in because it's long term. So basically, because if you think about it, if you're not healthy yourself, how are you going to bring health to the other person in the relationship?
You're gonna bring them
How are you
down.
going to?
You're gonna,
Sorry. So
and
was
you're
that LDA?
you're gonna get that person sick because you're not healthy.
Exactly. exactly. And unfortunately, I know that's part of the game is you're going to get rid of more people than you're going to be successfully gaining them. I mean, the amount of women per day that I just get rid of because they're time wasters is beyond belief for LDA. But unfortunately, it is what it is. As part of it, it's something you have to accept. But yeah, as I said, be healthy with yourself before you get into a healthy relationship, because not only are you bringing your own intentions into the relationship, but you've got the other person who are bringing their intentions, who are looking up at you, looking towards you, and looking for you for comfort, for respect, ultimately love, and not only that, it's like LDA. If you don't bring health to the other person, not only are you hurting them, but think about it, they have a family, they
Yeah.
have a mother, they have a father, they have siblings. If they see that person hurt, of course they're going to be hurt themselves. You're hurting a family, and not just that person.
Hmm.
So that's what I want to say, LDA.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question. And when you was dealing with dealing with that lady yesterday, were you having fun with the interaction?
No,
My point exactly.
absolutely not. Because the way she was speaking, I knew immediately that she was a time waster. But the reason why I kept her on the phone was I was intrigued to know what she meant about covering the finances. And also, like I said, to learn something myself so that for next time I could do things better. I can counteract certain sentences that a woman might shoot my way in a better way. That's why I kept her on the phone, you know. But no, I wasn't having fun at all. It wasn't fun. No, it was laughable because of what she was saying, but it wasn't fun.
That's my point. And maintaining a healthy relationship, or even going to get someone, it should be fun. It should not be like you're about to do a war dance with the other individual, you against them, and we fighting each other. I got to see if you. I don't. You did this. You were so smooth, and so I give you congratulations. How you handle it. We don't have time for that in our life. Either you with the program or you're not.
Exactly, LJ. And that's the thing with unfortunately with many women today, they they loved wasting time with guys, but obviously, you have to blame the guys to a certain degree because they allow it. Now, if you allow a woman to waste your time, then it's basically your fault. But I just don't understand. Like just a mentality. Like, where did they get this mentality from? Where do they learn it from? That's the worrying thing. Where are these young women? Who are their mentors?
Right.
That's the question. That's the worrying question.
Yeah, that's the crazy. Guess who's on here? Rain in the womb. She's here.
Reigning woman, salute,
What's going on?
Salute, salute,
salute,
LDA,
salute.
Unique 79, and everyone. Listen, I just had to come up first of all because how you handled that Unique 79 was absolutely awesome. Um, One thing I love that you did is that you didn't rush off the phone because of what she said, but you hung in there for the conversation to get what you needed to get, to
Mm,
learn from it, from not just her, but going forward with others, and also in telling her where she went wrong with you.
Mm,
mm,
Because whether she gets it or not, a seed has either been planted or watered.
yes,
mm.
But you took full responsibility. And I love also how you answered LDA's question like, no, you were not having fun. This woman was looking for a sponsor.
mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, yep,
She was looking for a sponsor. And now you can tell her when she comes back around, not her specifically, but anybody else that shows up with that spirit and that attitude, I'm not looking to sponsor you. Getting
exactly.
to know someone, getting acquainted, before you get, as you decide to go to see if you're going to decide to go any further, that does not require you to sponsor them. They are no more, a woman is no more entitled to your wallet than you are her body.
Uh-oh.
Period.
Exactly. And the thing is, as LDA said, Raining Woman, was it fun? It wasn't fun. You know what? It would have been fun, just if she just complied and said, "Look, yes, I would love to meet you. I'm free this evening." Because I said to her, "Look, I will arrange it, and I'll send you the details. I'll do everything. I'll send you the
Mhm.
details. I'll take a leadership." But the thing
Mhm.
is, she wasn't having it, and also, but that's not my business.
Mhm.
That's gonna be another man's business to handle. So, but the
Mhm.
thing is that what's worrying is this. Not that I care, but just predicting her future. She might
Mhm.
find someone. She will, because no, she was no, she was attractive. She was,
Mhm. Mhm.
but the thing is, she's gonna find someone who she can control.
Mhm.
She won't respect him. She'll probably
Mhm.
resent him. And guess what? When a man like LDA comes along, it's over. It's
Mhm.
over.
Mhm.
And
You
And,
said
and
something very
yeah,
key.
let me
You
say
said,
this. Let me say this.
okay.
Let me tell you what this the evil twin of LDA. When she was talking all like that, I would say, sure, come on, show up. Come on, show up, darling. Show up. Come on, I want you there. As soon as she gets there, I order water and walk away.
Mm, mm, I love it. OMG.
I would have ordered water, sipped it. I would have tilted my hat to the side, like you know how I like,
yeah.
and I would have like, oh, you sure I got you. Whenever we can arrange. When you want the check, sure I got you. I'm writing it right out now. Be there. I'll be there, sitting there. Get a glass of water. As soon as she orders her stuff, you say, you know what? I have another appointment. I have to go. She would never do that again.
And LDA, the things that, and many guys will not have the balls or the guts to do that. And also, Miles Cunningham, shout out to Miles. He
Mm-hmm.
goes to the extreme of when he invites a woman out, when she goes to meet him in a venue of his choice,
Mm-hmm.
he would say to her, "Sit here." Right? He would actually tell her, "Sit here, beside me, or sit in this exact position within the venue," because Miles has a philosophy which I agree with. He wants to he wants to see the whole venue so that if anything was to happen, he'll be prepared not only for himself but also for her if
Mm,
anything, God forbid, was to happen. So what he would do, he would say, "Look, sit here." If she
mhm,
says, "Well, why should I sit there for?" He'll give his reason. You know,
mhm,
and then if she and again, if she says, "Well, no, I ain't saying that I want to sit here," he will cut the dates right there and then and walk out.
mhm, mhm,
Right there and then, he will say, "You know what? This date is over. Goodbye."
mhm,
Or actually, well, what he did one time or a
Mm-hmm.
couple of times, he would end the date right there, go to the bar, have a cigar, watch a football game right there, or maybe even talk to another woman who's in the venue right in front
mhm,
of her.
mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
Mars would do. You have to be ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there are a lot of people think, yeah, but isn't that rude? This and that. It's not rude.
No.
They're being rude because you took your time to invest in that person, to invite them out, to choose a venue, to get everything prepared and everything, and they're coming there, you know, feeling entitled and being disrespectful. No, 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 no. You have to go there and see what happens. If after a date you don't want to see that person, just say, "Look, I had some fun, but I don't believe we're compatible. Thank you very much. Good luck, and it was nice meeting you. And thank you for this evening. I really appreciate it. And we'll
Right.
go
Mhm,
separate ways." That's it.
Right. That
But
mhm.
one of the things.
unfortunately,
One
there's
of
that saying like a break up before the breakup, and there you go.
One of the biggest things is you can do for anybody, man or woman, is to waste their time.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And one of the biggest things is to me, I would, that's why I said the evil twin would come out of me and I would go there and, oh, it would, you think y'all think you ain't seen the other side of me. Oh my God. Oh
I'm sure you do, LDA.
my God. Oh my God. You would think you were seeing a whole drama. I would get an Oscar for that. I'm telling you. Hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's all I want to say, LDA and Running Woman. So I'm gonna drop off, and if
Okay.
somebody else wants to come on, please do like and subscribe to LDA. Um, Visit his website, buy his book on Amazon, follow his Instagram, his Cash App, and also follow Jono on Instagram as well. So yeah, God bless you all, and salute to you, LDA, to
Salute.
chat room, and to you, Raining Woman.
Yes.
Salute, salute.
Salute.
I won't be on too much longer either, but I do want to stay on topic and touch a couple of points.
Go.
So, to go back to about the fun,
Yes.
it's not also just about having fun, but also your ability and your willingness to bring the fun.
Oh, good point. Good.
Yes, yes. If if and don't get upset, don't be so easily offended if you bring up something about that's different or something like that, and someone is unsure about it or whatever. If you're really interested, if you're really into it, and if you're really interested, keep coming up with ideas to bring the fun and to make it and to play a role in having the fun. Don't leave it all the way up to another individual. Now, let me speak to the ladies on this
Mhm.
because females have a tendency to chase excitement and entertainment.
Uh-oh.
Ladies, that can be a lot of times to your own detriment. A lot of times when you're chasing excitement and you're easily bored and things like that, a lot of times it is because you have too much time on your hands
Oh.
and you're just idle and you do not know how to properly manage free time.
Mhm.
And then if you're with someone who is stable or someone's interested in you and they're stable, they're serious, they're about their business, and they're functional, you will let the need or the desire for excitement have you be distracted from what they really bring to the table and go chasing after something that could lead you into destruction.
Correct. Good
And then you will miss out and it's your own fault.
point. It's your own fault. You
It's your own fault.
it's on your own. You can't say it. There's nobody else. But that's a good point. Is you got to know how to bring the fun. If you want
Yes.
the fun, know how to bring the fun. Sometimes we forget in the midst of being in a relationship and maintaining it. We forget how to laugh and
Mhm.
joke.
Mhm.
I like to dance, laugh, have a good
Yes.
time because it keeps the life, it keeps it light and
Yes.
it keeps it going. You want to be around somebody who lifts your spirit
Yes.
down.
If you don't know how to do it, I would recommend going on a quest to find your inner child.
Good.
Go back and chase that childlike wonder. Now, I didn't say be childish. I said go back and resurface your inner child for that childlike wonder.
Mm,
There
that's
is safety in your childlike wonder.
mhm. That's good right there. Because so many people think, oh, I got to do this to maintain a healthy relationship. Sometimes you just want to sit down and just. I remember. I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was a kid, my father. This is the height of breakdancing. So breakdance went out. So we'd get a cardboard. We go out and break dance. We had this crew against that crew. So my father, what he did was he heard the music and he started dancing and stuff like that. And he got on the ground and did the earthworm. We said, you are my dad. What are you doing? He got on the ground. But the thing I remember was we were having fun. He was having fun, but he was still my dad.
Yes.
That right
Yes.
there makes such the difference.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, we got to know how to. Uh-oh, I'm having a massive deja vu. All right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good.
Now I want to go back and touch on sacrifice really quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, here is something that we should all know, right? People will sacrifice for what they really want.
Ooh, that's good.
They will.
Mhm.
You will know what a person really wants and what's really important to them by what they are sacrificing for. If someone says they want something, but it's only in arm's length, well, that's easy. But if it's something they got to really reach for and they're not sacrificing for it, meaning they're not saving for it or they're not really working towards it, doing whatever it takes to
Mhm.
get it in a righteous way,
Come on.
they don't really want it.
Hmm.
When they really want it, they already foresee that the reward of having it is worthy of the sacrifice.
Mm.
So ask yourself, are you worthy of a sacrifice? And are you willing to sacrifice for what it is that you want? And not just for the moment, but also long term.
That's good. That's good. Come on now. Keep going.
What makes it worthy of the sacrifice? Now, I'm going to give an example of something that you just recently did.
Mhm.
You saw what you wanted done for the thinking class.
That's right.
You spoke about some things that were needed. You went and you and Jono, you went and took a look at some other material, whether you agreed with the commentator or not. You went to see the production. Then you guys went and talked about it over and over again, and then you put some things to trial, said okay. But then you said, you know what, I really, really, really also need this Mac Pro book.
Come on now.
Now I'm gonna make several points, but note the Mac Pro book because I'm gonna make several points about the Mac Pro book.
Come on now.
Okay, point number one. You could have really done anything with the funds besides get the Mac Pro book
I could have been in Puerto
and
Rico.
the camera. Yeah, you could have done lots of other things, right?
Mhm.
But the eye was on the prize for
Mhm.
long term for the thinking class.
Come on.
So, what even though you could have done this or you could have done that, like you could have used the money and added it to your dating fund. You could have added it to the funds, to communicate further and advance your son. You could have used the funds to buy another LDA lifestyle outfit. You could have used the funds to put a down payment on a brand new car.
That's right.
You could have used the funds, to go out and buy some different things. I mean, anything.
That's right.
But the prize was the thinking class being evolutionized,
Mm.
being upgraded, being an example in leadership and vision for the thinking class.
Mm.
That so the sacrifice was ignoring and denying all of those things,
Mm.
whether you had it to deny or not, and keeping this aside for these tools. Now, I'm going to use that again, the Mac Pro book, for another example.
Mhm.
If you had gotten the Mac Pro book, tell me some of the functions. Let's first of all of the Mac Pro book. Let's go over just some of the functions
Mhm.
that separates it from some of the other things. Tell me one or two things.
It has the M1 chip. It is the most evolutionary processor that's out there. So it has the M1 chip. Second of
Hmm.
all, it's the top of the line of MacBooks of any kind of Apple product. So it's top of the line. Third of all, it has the camera already installed into it
Mm.
and the amount of space that I have. So it separates itself from just a regular consumer. This is for when you want to do something professional.
Okay. Now, suppose
Mhm.
you got the Mac Pro book and you know what all you have the expectations of because of what it claims to do, right? And the exterior of it and everything is perfect. You go to start working on it, and some of the things that are supposed to function simply don't function.
Oh,
And now Apple has a standard that they say, it's all on their own, right? They're at the products, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of their brand. Now, let's say you take it back to the store because even though it looks good, now you could keep it, right? Because it looks good. And just to say, I have it. Okay, some things don't function properly, right? And you didn't, let's say you didn't get the warranty on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you didn't get the warranty because you had confidence in the brand.
Right.
But now that you got it home and all the confidence that you had in it, it is not functioning. That is the case with some of us.
Mm.
Some of us, we look good from the outside.
Come on now.
We have some of the things that that says we are worthy from the outside, but we have allowed other things to play with us and waste us to where we are no longer functioning the way that we're supposed to function.
Oh my God. Come on now.
That Mac Pro would be to no avail. It would be worthless.
Mm-hmm.
It was not if it did not function properly. We do not carry the same value. We're not worth the same. I don't care, man, woman, I don't care how you look, whichever. I don't care if you are malfunctioning.
Come on.
Now, I'm going to shift on over to
Mm-hmm.
femininity.
Uh-oh. Come on now. Come on. Uh-oh. Y'all better wait. Before you go, before you go into that, y'all better put some fire signs for Waiting Woman right now. She is on go. She's on fire. I need some fire signs in the chat room right now. Y'all need some fire signs because she is going. If y'all don't show some love, I'm telling y'all better show some love right now. She going in.
Thank you. Thank you. Praise to the Most High. So I want to give a testimony of
Mm-hmm.
femininity, right?
Okay.
So, first of all, I never would have imagined if anybody would have told me 20, 30, 40 years ago that there would be women denying their feminine energy, not wanting to be feminine, I would have thought them to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would, because to me that is just the bare basic of what being a woman is. I love being a woman
Mm-hmm.
so much that I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And if the Most High was to give me a choice of being recreated another way and another lifetime, I would sign up for being a woman all over again.
Mm.
I consider my femininity divine.
Come on now.
Divine. Listen, let me tell you something. I have done things and I have been places that to this day, unless I tell people, they wouldn't believe it because of my femininity.
Mm.
I don't have to go around screaming I'm feminine. I don't know. My energy goes before me.
Mm.
My presence has a presence before I even enter the room.
Come on now.
It is felt. So, give a couple of examples. Guys, ladies, I was in the military. I
Ooh.
was in
Thank
the
you for your service.
army.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. The army, guys. I served in a war, guys. The unit that I served in, the unit that I served in previous wars would be annihilated
Mm. Mm.
because we're a major supply.
Mm.
We run the combat.
Mm.
Okay. But now, even while I was in the service, even during boot camp, and it was rigorous.
Mhm.
It was rigorous. But even in boot camp, even in doing the training and all the marching and all of this, Do you know maintaining and being feminine was still important to me?
Come on, come on. Mm,
Okay, I'll put my hair in a bun. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay, I will trim my finger. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, because it was so important to me, I had to get several write-ups before I fully complied. I admit that. Several write-ups. Miss Tapper, your nails, Miss T, listen, your nails, they really are. I mean, they're too long. My natural nails,
mhm.
they're just too long. Miss T can listen. You've got to cut your bangs. Okay, fine.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
But without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, even still, the guys got their talk and everything, and some of and I wasn't the let me be clear too. I was not the only one. But there was a distinct difference
Come on.
between the army women that were still feminine and those who were not. Now, the women who were not, guys would still fool with them. They'll still deal with them, but the way they were treated would be far different than those of us that maintained our feminine energy and our femininity.
Mhm. Come on,
See?
come on. Keep going. Come on, keep going.
Now, also, y'all, I worked in a men's state prison.
Wow.
I want y'all to really catch that. I worked in a men's state prison. I didn't work in the office. I worked the blocks.
Mm. You work the blocks?
I worked the blocks.
Mm.
My feminine energy, my femininity in the men's prison. I'm talking about with killers, rapists, dealers, murderers, you name it, present. My feminine energy, my femininity, my spirit, and the presence of the Most High with me commanded the support, the respect, the cooperation, and the protection of even the inmates.
Wow. Come on.
Y'all hear my voice, right? Right?
Right, right, right.
You hear this soft voice, right?
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm 5 feet tall,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
possibly. Between 4'11" and 5 feet. We like to argue about it sometimes. I'm just gonna say 5 feet. I weigh 125 pounds on my best day, soaking wet.
Oh, my God.
I cannot fight, even with all the training that I have. There is no way I could fight a block of inmates.
Mm.
I mean, I'm gonna do the best I can while I'm calling for help. Believe me, I'm gonna do the best I can. Somebody gonna get hurt. They gonna know, okay?
Right,
I
that
was
you there.
there. I was in it, but I'm not fit for that.
Mhm.
I, but when I tell you, when I had to do searches, sometimes I didn't even really know because in different blocks, different areas, some inmates are allowed different things because of how you work, right?
Yes.
So I might be doing a cell search on somebody, and they'll say, Miss T, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you I have an extra uniform I'm not supposed to have. Just go ahead and take it.
See? See? See?
um, Miss T, you know, I was going to be in the shower during count time, but I'm just gonna let you know, I'm not gonna be there, or that's where I'm gonna be. I'll raise my hand, so instead of giving me a hard time.
Right.
Now, with the irregular, someone was just passing through and they didn't really know, and if they thought they was going to give me a problem, don't let the other inmates find out.
Mm.
Don't.
Mm.
Don't. Because when I tell you, those inmates will be like, Miss T, don't even worry about it. Don't even. Oh, we got him on the yard. Don't even. We got him on the yard.
Wow. Yeah.
And let me tell you this. I was not one that was looking for any extra or additional attention, none whatsoever. My uniform, I wore a baggy uniform.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
Mm.
Baggy uniform. I kept my hair up and I kept my nails trimmed. Not cut low, but I kept them trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But I wasn't flying all up in their face and doing the most. No, not none whatsoever. Because see, I already understood and already knew that my walk alone, I don't need no extra attention.
Mm-hmm. Come on now.
I am so, listen, I don't need makeup and lashes, other people's stuff for me to feel good about myself. No, baby, I take very good care of my hair, my skin, my nails. I don't need any extra. That's just something for fun if I so choose.
Mm-hmm.
But out of all of that, even with that, the females that did the most
Mm-hmm.
didn't get half the respect,
See?
half the support, half the cooperation, half the protection as what I did.
Mm.
Listen, they would cause more of a disturbance and I could calm. It would, and so much so, if I ever had to call one of the officers
Mm-hmm.
or one of the lieutenants down to a block,
Mm-hmm.
that block was going to have hell because I called and they know that is unusual. Look, I'm done for right now. I'm gonna drop down.
No,
Listen,
no, 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 no.
it's a
Keep going. You keep going. You didn't you come on, keep going because you teaching, be teaching something for the men and for the women. You don't come on, you don't need to stop. Keep going. And I,
li-
before you stop, and before you say, let me say this. I shout out to Unique because you called the ball to rolling. So shout out to Unique because you caused this ball to roll. And then when Rain and Womb came up here, come on, it just kept it going. So I want to shout out to you, Unique. I see you and what you said. It was needed also. Now when Rain and Womb, she then took the baton and go. Come on, finish this race out. Come on,
okay.
keep on.
So back to femininity, right?
Come on, please talk about it.
Y'all, do y'all you can hear my back. You hear the silence in my background?
Quiet as a church mouse.
This is how my space is a majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I nurture my atmosphere and I nurture those around me, even if we have conflict.
Mm-hmm.
People come into my space, almost have to make them leave. Men or women. I have
Mm-hmm.
to almost make them leave. Listen, but even when I was in the military, do you know male soldiers will come to my room just to go to sleep?
Wow.
Just to go to, we just going, I just man, could just to go to sleep. Okay, I mean, all right. But if I so much as said this bug in my room is causing me, I can't sleep. I could go wake up somebody,
Mm-hmm.
get them, listen, and they gonna come make sure I can go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, to this day, I don't really, really, really have to want for much as far as something needing to be done in my house, whatever, because people are really men, even black men, even non-black men, honestly, they're really eager to assist me.
Why? Come on. Tell me why. I know the answer.
Because of my feminine energy, the warmth that they feel around me, the comfort that they feel around. Strangers will open the doors for me. At the grocery stores of strangers will open the doors for me. Strangers will see me, need a basket because I came in. These guys will get too much. Ma'am, you can have my basket. Give me discounts. Give me discounts.
Come
You
on.
know what? It would. This is normally how much we charge to do this kind of work on your garage, but I'm gonna do this, and I'm only gonna charge you this. And if you need any extra help, anything, just give me a call and I'll come by. I won't send my workers. I'll come by on my own if I have time and I'll take care of it. Okay. Women, when we are in our femininity, let me tell you, it really makes building your network and relationships and rapport a whole lot easier. Just being authentic. You don't have to swindle anybody. You don't have to finesse anybody. Listen, that's short term gain.
Come on. Come
And,
on.
and it has no value and it means nothing at all. And even if you're working, even if you have a job, no matter what your career is, you do not have to give up your femininity for your career.
Come on. Talk about
So
it.
now I'm gonna go ahead and brag about my mom.
Okay.
My mother worked for the government.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was she worked herself up from the bottom to the top to being a leading investigator and supervisor of investigators with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
Mm.
And she absolutely loved what she did, helping thousands of people. Okay. But she went in the office like a lady, handled with things with class like a woman. She dressed like a lady and like a woman with class like a woman. And she handled her house the same way. She did not sacrifice the house, the home, the kids, the love for her career.
Mm. Mm. Come on. Talk
And
about
now I'm going to brag a little bit further
it. Okay.
because this is something. My mother ended up having to sue EEOC, her own job, the government, for trying to discriminate against her. Now, she is a leading supervisor over investigators, and she's good at this. And they thought they were going to swindle her out of her hard work and give it to a younger, lesser skilled, less equipped, undereducated white woman. And my mother represented herself against the government, showed up to court in a limousine, walked out with them having to open up a whole new position for her on her terms, worked the rest of those years on her terms, retired on her terms, and was paid more than what she initially was paid before she sued him because she beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And she did it all with her femininity and the power and might of God. I'm going to drop the mic. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Also in my house, though, also in my family, though, are also, I have grandmothers also and other women that were also homemakers.
Mm-hmm.
Some women in my family, they didn't work. They didn't drive.
Mm.
But they were well taken care of. They were well provided for, one way or another. I'm dropping the mic. Thank you, LDA. I
No,
appreciate it.
no, no, no. You ain't going away, that. You have opened the door with that femininity, because you know why? I can say it from a man's point of view, but it's different here for a woman who is what she's talking about, which is feminine, because we don't hear that much about it or hear those type of women on these YouTube streets. What we hear is women who are, yeah, you were in a career, but they forgot their femininity at the door.
Mhm.
You carried your femininity everywhere you went, and it wasn't a burden. It was your pleasure.
Oh man, yes.
That's different.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. It's fun.
Yes.
It is fun of being a woman.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, there is so much power. Now, men have their own power in
Mhm.
their masculinity. We have so much power, women, in our femininity.
Mhm.
Just embrace it.
Yes.
Just to nurture it. Nurture yourself. Nurture the God within you. Nurture the God above you.
Mhm.
Know who you are. Be open to criticism.
Mhm.
Be open to constructive criticism. Always try to be better and be authentic.
Mhm.
And a woman that is authentic and in her femininity, I'm telling you, even if you're going through something, like it just the world. I mean, there's just so much in you. There's just so much power. I mean, in you. It's just in you. It was designed for you. Being being born a man, being born a male, okay, that's part of your calling.
Mhm.
Being born a female, being born a woman, that's part of your calling.
Come on. Mm. So you got a question, LDA. Do you see how a reigning woman's femininity entices a man? It's not complicated, ladies. Correct. That's right there. Her, think about it. She came on to the live and her feminine energy exuded onto her voice, first of all. Seemed like, yo, what's up, LDA? Yeah, this ready. Whoa. She didn't come like that. She came in her femininity, and her femininity, what? Balance what? The masculine energy that was there. That's what's missing. This is what maintain a healthy relationship. This is what made if we didn't have a live example, this was a live example right here. This was live in the clip. And then when you saying that you were in the workforce, that's why I gotta emphasize that. You were in the workforce, and because you stood in your feminine energy, your mindset, the men who are hardened criminals
Mhm. Yeah,
respected you,
yeah.
didn't try to take advantage of you.
Mm-mm.
If a man even tried to cross you, they dealt with them because
Man,
we instinctively, as men, protect that feminine power energy inside of a woman. It's instinctive for us to do, but we
black men, non-black men, Hispanic men, Asian men, and even some of my coworkers. I know. Okay, here. Let me give a couple examples here
go
too.
ahead,
All right.
come on.
Okay. So one time, y'all, I had lost my keys. Listen, this is key. This is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my keys. I could not remember where I had placed my keys. And I was going mad looking for them in my area.
Mm-hmm.
This is my working at the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is a major, that's major
Mm-hmm.
with the prison.
Right.
Because that jeopardizes the safety of the unit and other inmates. That puts the whole system in jeopardy. If an inmate finds your keys,
Mm.
y'all, I was in my place. I'm going crazy looking for these keys, and an inmate came up to the bar, and he said, "What are you doing, Miss T?" I said, I didn't want to tell him at first. I didn't want to tell him. But then I went ahead and I said, I can't find my keys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know this inmate silenced the whole area on his side? Then they went in on the other side and silenced the whole area on the other side. And they said, look, we've got to help Miss T find her keys. not wanting to see me, the officer, not wanting to see me get in trouble.
Mm.
Listen, they stopped showers. They stopped chores. They sent other workers that worked in the kitchen. They sent other workers to the kitchen. Listen, y'all, keep it hush, but we look for Miss T's keys. Now, all the while, my keys were in my lieutenant's office. They had my keys, and even they knew I was looking for my keys, and they watched me. Boy,
Mm.
they watched me go on break looking for keys. I'm trying to back, and the whole time they had them.
Wow.
But the inmates, they spared not looking. They spared not trying to keep it on the hush and make sure everything's okay.
Mm.
They spared not.
Mm. That think about this. That is the power of when the masculine and the feminine works together for a common goal.
Mm-hmm.
Look what look what happens. Do you understand how powerful that is? Wow, that's a testimony. That's a testimony of powerful femininity is, and how men respond to a masculinity couldn't have accomplished that, right. That's why we need the women to walk into femininity, and men for you to walk in your masculinity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was my femininity and the Most High being with me. And then another time,
Mhm.
I was at the hospital with an inmate, and my co-officer was a white male. I didn't hear what the inmate said, but the inmate said something got the way, and I didn't catch it. Right? My co-officer, he looked at that inmate and walked over to him, and he told me, just stand back. He said, look here, man, you will not disrespect this officer at all. You will not talk about her. You will not approach her. You will not. He said, being in this hospital, he said, you do not want me to take care of you. You don't want me to handle you. Leave her alone. Let her do her job and leave her alone. I'm here. Oh, okay. Listen, let me just sit here and be cute. Okay. Let me go. Let me talk to the nurses and the doctors. Let me do that. And let me sit here and be cute. Because he got this.
See, 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 that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And guess what? The work relationship what was maintained and was healthy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Man, this unique. You kicked it off. Unique. You did it. You kicked it off. Wayne and Womb came up here and they got a question. They on it now. Okay, okay. See, is this a question for you? Reigning woman, being a woman of faith, what is your opinion of many churches not teaching men how to be masculine and not teaching women how to be feminine?
Honestly, unique. I didn't. If anyone would have told me 20, 30 years ago that that was a thing that even needed, I would have been amazed because I didn't know. I honestly, I didn't know. The only men that I knew that would think of that would not want to be men would be, uh, 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 you know,
Yeah,
the other kind of men.
right,
You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But
Mhm.
never, but a straight man, a heterosexual man, I didn't know, really wouldn't know that a heterosexual man would not want to be a man,
Mhm.
would not want to be masculine, would not understand that, that's what you do. Like, it's just stuff that you like, but I just thought it was just in you. I didn't know that women would really and honestly would not want to be a woman. I mean, Mae West. I mean, you talk about some of the criminals, some of the female criminals back in the day that committed crimes. You know, they didn't commit them looking like men. They committed crimes looking like women. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They committed crimes even in their feminine energy. They didn't use masculine energy to commit crimes. So
Wow.
what I think about that, man, listen, I'm gonna put it like this: whether it's taught in a church or not, or a religious organization or not, we have our own connection to the Most High. The veils has been ripped open for us to engage and approach the Most High. No one can teach you how to be a better man or a better woman and how to operate in the energy that you was created in than the one who created you. But you've got to believe in the one that created you. If you don't believe in the creator like I believe in the creator, then you must rely on other men. I'm not relying on other men or other men to teach me how to what? No.
But I will say you had examples
But
around you.
I thank God I had examples. Yes, I do thank God I
Woo!
had
Mm,
examples.
mm,
Absolutely.
mm,
Absolutely.
mm.
But these days, but this is why, also why they say, the older women have to teach the younger women.
That's what it say.
That's what it say.
Mhm,
The older women have to teach the younger women. And you can't teach ladies.
mm-mm.
Let me talk to my ladies of a mature age. Let me talk to you.
Mhm, mhm.
We cannot teach the younger women while trying to compete with the younger women.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, you didn't say that. No,
I
you didn't.
said it. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
say it
no.
again. Women of a mature age, listen. If you are in the faith, because worldly people, y'all, I have a different standard and expectation for people, for godly people and people that's not godly. I'm just gonna call it across the board.
Mhm,
Okay. I expect worldly people to do worldly things, and nothing will surprise me anymore.
mhm,
Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I might go in temporary shock, you know, temporary dismay. I might even be disheartened because of it, but nothing will shock me what the world does anymore. Because this is what I expect of the world. I expect the world to be unholy. I expect the world to be ungodly. I expect the world to be unrighteous. I expect the world to be wicked. I expect the world to be evil. I expect the world to not have compassion. I expect the world to not be empathetic. I expect the world to be apathetic. I expect the world to do worldly things. That's what I expect of the world. I have a standard, though,
mhm.
that I expect of people of the faith, of people of the Most High. It's a different standard. So, but whether you're under the faith or not, if you're just of a mature age, you just know better. Then I'm even speaking to you, women of a mature age. Listen, we cannot teach younger women anything if we're competing with them.
Bingo. Bing bong.
I have no need or no desire to compete with a younger woman. I've been a younger woman before. And guess what? I've been a younger woman that was silly and foolish. I did simple things. It is hallelujah. That's my hallelujah for the day. That's the first one. But hallelujah. I thank God for his grace and his mercy that has allowed me to be brought this far, and for the wisdom and the teachings that came down from my family. That's within the DNA. I am grateful. But as a younger woman, I still made a lot of mistakes.
Mhm, mhm.
But I've had my time. And let me tell you, it was fun. Oh my God. I had listen, I had so much fun.
Mhm,
I have so many stories to tell y'all that
mhm.
I can tell my younger people. I can sit back. Sometimes I be sipping my coffee or my tea and I laugh at some of it. I be like, oh my God.
Some of the
I
things
can't
you
believe I
did.
did that.
Right, right.
Oh my God. And then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did that because that was so much fun. I'm still here. I got the lesson from it, and I have a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I have stories to tell that can just let people know that, yes, you know what? I can actually relate. Yeah, I can relate. No, you're not gonna be able to get over that, but baby girl, that's not gonna, baby girl. You that may not work out for you. And here, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. But compete? No, honey, no. What? No, listen. If I go out to the beach, when
Mm-hmm.
I go to the beach, I'm going to the beach to enjoy the beach and enjoy the atmosphere, and I'm going to look my best for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna look my best for who I'm trying to compete with her over there or her over there. And guess what, ladies? You know what? I'm also not trying to compete with other women with her age either. I'm not trying to compete with you. I'm too busy having fun being my own self.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much to explore, and there's too much power and too much authority that I have just being myself and just competing with myself and being what the Most High would desire me to be, and keep and stand on purpose and trying to make a difference. I'm too busy doing that. I don't have time to compete with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Who are you?
Right.
You can't sit with me because I can't sit with you. We just need to sit together and just be ourselves.
Right. You see, this is so needed today. They wasn't ready today. They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready today.
Hey man, it is what it is. I mean, and here's the thing about the Most High too. Don't you know that the Most High will give you things to teach to other people just because you cared to Him, even if you didn't have the experience?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you really don't have to go the hard way to be able to stop somebody from going the hard way. And you don't have, I mean, you don't have to always experience the hard way yourself. Sometimes just take for granted. If somebody tell you that there's a man in the alley with a bat and he's knocking people out with a bat, just take what their word for it and don't go down the alley. Don't
Right.
get here with the bat just so you can say, well, I experienced it. Why?
Right.
I wish, okay. See, I grew up in a house mostly with boys,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I had stepsisters, but only one was in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, honestly, she really couldn't. She was not a good example for femininity or being a girl. Like she was no, she was not. She was not a good example. She should have sat down and took lessons with us. but but I wished that I had another sister that I could really talk to, and that would help. There came a point in time in my life where I sat back and I said, you know what? For the woman that I aspire to be, and the woman that God would have me to be for where I am in my life, and from the circumstances of my life, I don't have an example of that. Not that. And the only way I'm going to get that really is to get next to God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sacrifice I had to make. And
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to make it to be a difference for not just myself, for not just for, but for also for other women. I want women to know that you do not have to go around showing, first of all, keeping your pie on display. Why does everybody know what your pie look like? Why?
Mm-mm.
Why does everybody know what your pie look like?
Mm-hmm.
If everybody knows what your pie look like, it's no prize for another man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. There is nothing valuable about a piece of pie that everybody can have.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can have it. Anybody, you get a slice, you get a slice, you get a slice, and I'll see. No, y'all not picking my pie, leaving me with crumbs. Oh no, my pie is too precious.
Mm-hmm.
My pie is way too precious. But how can I teach other young ladies that if I don't show them that I deem that myself? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have showed out today. Let me get these. Shout out to Unique for the cash app. Shout out to Charlie who's gave the cash app. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys have showed out to this today. I'm about to go back and retitle all this.
Let's
I gotta go back and retitle the whole thing because you know why? What you shared today, I could never share because I am not a woman.
You're not a woman.
I'm not a woman. And you didn't come in here like, yeah, what's up? I'm the king woman up in here. You didn't come as the Incredible Hulk woman. You came in your femininity and shared some things that I had no perspective on. I can't even share it because I'm not my experience. I am a man. It's completely different.
Right.
But that's
Right.
the power of what we need to do is have these conversations. That's why that's why I open up Fridays like this. Because this opens the door for people to see that everything you see on YouTube is not real. Next of all, that what you get to see is a woman in her element, in her true essence. Now, if you enjoyed this, hold on, stay right there. If you enjoy what you've seen today, what you heard today, I need you to put some fire signs in the chat room. If you got just 1 ounce, 1 iota of anything from what Rain and Woman, from what you got, please let me know in the chat room. Put something in the chat for the fire sign in the chat room that you got something. Thank you so much. He put the 5 on him. Thank you. There you go.
Hallelujah.
Thank
Praise
you.
to the Most High.
It's in your voice. See, that's what men want. I'm telling you, we ain't looking for no hard legs. We're looking for a woman that's gonna what? Do what you. Thank you, Jonathan W. If this has helped you any kind of way, get the tuition in. It's a thinking class. Come on, get the tuition in. Thank you, Jonathan W, for that right there. And then people already paid the tuition. This really helped you. Shout out to you, Sean. What's going on, bro? Shout out to you. Because we always hear the downside of particularly Black women. Let's be very honest. That is what's propagated and pushed up on YouTube is on putting a Black woman down. But here you have a Black woman who has fully embraced and walks in her femininity and gave clear examples of how she works it. You're not getting that just anywhere. You're not just getting that anywhere. So show some love. Let me know you enjoy what you heard today. You're not going to get that just anywhere. If you enjoy, put a fire sign. I know the lady said they enjoyed it. I know that a lot of people. Let me know in the chat room because you don't get this anywhere. Let me say this too. This was not planned. This was not planned at all. This was not planned at all. Come on, I need to see another super chat in the chat room or a cash app in the chat room because this was wow. This was on the point. You got any? There you go. Thank you. This was brilliant. Yes, it was brilliant. And to you, Unique, you started it off. So shout out to you, brother. You started it all.
All right. Mad salute to Unique 79.
Yeah, you started. You kicked the ball. You kicked the rugby ball, and you got it going. So shout out to you, man. So any cash apps, super chats, whatever. Wow, yeah, you're a pleasure. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much. Any last words, Wayne and Womb? Because I'm almost like you like in church. You got anything else you need to say? I'm going around the second mountain. I'm headed to home base.
Yeah, my final words are just gonna be, all the things that you get from me, and that blesses you, it's all because of the Most High. So, I'm going to give the glory and the credit to the Most High God, Yahweh. And, let's just continue, the thinking class, it's all a foundation. We're laying our foundation for 2024,
Come
right?
on.
So, we're here to get it, y'all. And I appreciate the support and thank you for allowing me.
Shout out to you, Sean. First time seeing you, he gave thanks for the nourishment. That's what I'm talking about. Do you understand? Before you go, Do you understand? I was talking to somebody, I don't know who it was. I said, men are, I think it's talking to John behind the scenes. Men are in the desert thirsty for true femininity. You just fed a lot of people and you didn't know. You just became like Jesus with the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fishes. You just fed the multitude. Do you understand that? Hello? You understand that?
Hey, Most High had it for us, y'all. The Most High has it for us.
Right.
That's
Your femininity fed. That's the thing. Most men look for that. And what happens is when they don't get it, they end up settling for what? Scraps.
yes.
Oh my God. Oh, it's
Come on
too.
up. Come on up. Unique says he has last words.
Okay, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. It's the mic is open. Man, this is good today. I got to go reword everything now. Y'all done make me got to do extra work on this Friday. Every time I got to get some jerk chicken. Come on up. Come on up, brother. Oh, come on. No. Okay, my last words is, ladies, remember, when a man wants to take you out they are giving you the opportunity to enter into a potential happy encounter with him. I love it. Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
Man, thank you so much. You have definitely did it today. And what can I nothing else I can say but get the music on and let's get out of here, man.
Out of here. Catch you Friday.
Found myself inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why? Triggered inside this situation, wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel what is left. I've been thinking about us and the things you say, how you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got it. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. It hurts me how everything was wasted. Now all the nights seem so overrated. What was it worth? I can't take back, I can't stop feeling. How about you? I've been thinking about us and the things you said, how you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got it. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I just wanna lay here inside of your arms. Maybe we could jump back to the start. And you never would talk to me then if we never met, babe. If we never met.